How's it going, guys, and welcome to another Guild Wars 2 video. To all of you new players who are interested in playing the Elementalist class and have been told not to, it's really hard. There's so many buttons to press. Stop and check this out. You can play this class without burning out your keyboard. For free-to-play players, the Elementalist has access to 3 primary weapons on land. This includes the dagger, scepter, and the staff. And offhand, of course, is the dagger and a focus. Have a play around with the different weapons and see what clicks for you. Also, pick an attunement that you want as your main. You can pick from 4 attunements: fire, raw damage and conditions; water, healing and cleansing; air, damage and CCs; and earth, protection and conditions. Pick an attunement that you like and get used to those skills. Then slowly you can add a second attunement, and then another and another, or just keep it at 2. Then you can change your utility skills one at a time to get the feeling of using those skills when needed. Level 1 to 4, you'll only have access to the fire attunement. This will just give you your damage, just so you can get used to taking out enemies and combat. Once you hit level 5, you'll have access to the water attunement, which is more about healing and cleansing. It still does damage, but you'll do a lot more healing. So once you hit level 11, you'll gain access to the air attunement, which is more about dealing CC damage and also a bit of damage, raw damage. This is my favorite attunement to stay in. While hitting level 11 and gaining access to the air attunement, you can also have access to the skills page. This will get you your utility skills. So go up to the hero panel by pressing H, and then I would highly suggest getting the signets, because these give you passives. So the fire, Signet of Fire, will give you improved critical chance. And that would be the first one. Second one's Signet of Air, which movement speed, which is awesome for new players as well. So you'll be able to run around a lot quicker. Then you get your Signet of Earth, which improves your toughness, so you're harder to defeat. And also the last one is your water one, which reduces incoming condition duration. So I'd suggest, even just if you grab the 3, even just these 3, flame, air and earth, you've already got Signet of Restoration, which grants health every time you cast a spell. And then if you need a big heal, you just use it. So I would really suggest getting that first up. You can even gain that one. So level 11, you've pretty much got your choice of 2. And you'd probably want to run around a bit faster. And once you've hit level 15, you will finally have access to the 4th attunement, which is Earth. This will be a lot of bleeding damage and also a bit of barriers and a little bit of CC as well. This one's a pretty cool one to have, and they all work in together. And then you will have access to more of your signets or hero points, so you can get your last one. And then you'll just have to wait till level 19, so you can have 3 of them at a time. And this will drastically improve your confidence and playing an Elementalist very early on. The skills that I like to run with, if I'm just on free to play, would be dagger and dagger, just because you got this cool lightning whip. I reckon it looks awesome. You also have convergence, which will pretty much send a shockwave around you and inflict weakness on enemies. Also, you have shocking aura, so you can use that and then detonate it. It's cool. You have ride the lightning, which I really like. So this is like your charge. I reckon that's a pretty sick one. And you also have updraft. So this skill, if you press it, you'll roll out of the way and it'll push the enemy back. I like to use that in a combo updraft and then ride the lightning. So say if you're already in combat, you're fighting, and you can push the enemy back, they'll get pushed back, and then you can just charge them and get right back into them. So you can knock them off their feet and then keep going. So I like to have that, but that's just me. That's my personal preference. And if you're in a group and you want to heal, then I would go water attunement and then swap to staff. This has got some really good healing, or pretty much all of these are just support. So if you just use your water blast on an enemy, it'll damage the enemy, and then the water will splash off and heal nearby allies. And then ice spike, so if they group them all together, it'll do a big AoE bit of damage. You can also freeze the ground, and that'll help your allies out. But the two healing spells is Geyser and Healing Rain. So you can just go bang, Healing Rain, put that in there. Anyone in that circle will get healed. And also Geyser, so you can pop that down too, and they'll get healed in that. And while they're fighting, if you're going to be keep using Water Blast, and it'll keep healing your allies. But that's just my little breakdown for Elementalists. For people who want to sort of start, if you want to go a healer, by all means, just go that, because you can still do damage. You can still swap and do some damage if you need to with all of these. But I'm just saying, if you really want a basic just healer or a bit of a damage, like a battle mage, because Scepter does different things too. Focus as well, so really depends on your playstyle. I'm just saying, this is mine. This is what I like to do. Hope this video helped you out and helped you understand the Elementalist a little bit better. Once you get more confident, you can use more skills. It's just like any other class, really. But I know a lot of people say the Elementalist is just really hard to get into. It's not hard if you don't make it hard. Make it easy for yourself. You don't have to be like, oh, I gotta press all these buttons. No, you can just chill out and just play the game how you want to. But that's going to do it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time for some more Guild Wars 2, videos. Alright guys, take care.